All right, let's talk about what we're going to be running today. This is a list that I am interested in working on for maybe 2 hours or so. But the gist of it is that there have been some really nice enablers for one of my favorite cards in all of Standard, Kroxa. Which, when it enters the battlefield, each opponent chooses and discards a card, and every time I attack, each opponent chooses and discards a card. If they can't, they lose some life. Lots of the deck is focused around enabling this. For instance, Mire Triton mills 2 cards. Tymaret Calls the Dead mills 2 cards, so we can get things in the bin. But there's been some recent additions that feel really nice with respect to this. For instance, Throne of Death playing on turn 1, that at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. This creates enough things in the graveyard for us to be able to cast Kroxa. Also, a pair of Tergrids. Menace. Whenever an opponent sacks a non-token permanent or discards a permanent, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So this is trying to get more value out of the discard stuff. And again, you can play Tergrid's Lantern and start making the opponent discard cards or lose 3 life. And sort of on theme with discard and lose life, we have Liliana, Waker of the Dead. Look at the +1. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. Just a lot of discard effects. So some of the things that sort of leverage the idea of the discardios, we have Agonizing Remorse. Target opponent reveals their hand, exiles a card, you lose 1 life. This is just an amazing card versus a variety of opening hands. But I'm also trying to run a pair of Valki, God of Lies. When it enters, each opponent reveals their hand, and they exile a creature they revealed this way until Valki leaves the battlefield. And I can pay X to become a copy of it, so occasionally in the mirror matchup you can use Valki to exile a Kroxa, turn into Kroxa, and swing in. Very, very good shit. And Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, is an extremely expensive but quite effective late game walker. As I'm looking at this list, I can... Someone typed Locthwain. I realized I didn't put one in. Whoops. So the rest of the deck is honestly just removal of varying forms, and I haven't really decided on what I want to do yet, right? We have Heartless Act, which is just one of the best removals, period, alongside Eliminate. Bloodchief's Thirst, very cheap, nice 1-mana removal. We're pretty tight on our mana early on. I'm trying an Elspeth's Nightmare. I'm not entirely sure if this is the right one. We might even run Farika's Libation as a way to force our opponent to sack. Another type removal also gets rid of enchantments. Also Tergrid. If they sack one of those, this will return it. So I'm trying to play with the rest of it, but it's pretty straightforward. We are discarding, and we are trying to get... we're discarding, and we're trying to remove threats. And that's about that, right? It's a relatively simple idea. Now, if I look up... some of our sideboard options, I think Phoenix of Ash is probably pretty good. I think Duress, getting a pair of these, is just the right number. But I'm not entirely sure what to do with the rest of the sideboard. Crippling Fear, choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't to the chosen type get -3/-3. It's a one-sided sweeper. Is Rankle anywhere in the 75? Not right now. If I wanted to put that in, I think Elspeth's Nightmare is probably what we would cut out. So that's probably going to be some of the next attunements and adjustments I wanna try out. 2 Rankles feels about right. Rankle's a really interesting card, like a really, really interesting card. Rankle is good against some small planeswalkers because it has haste and flying. It's pretty terrible against aggro matchups. It's very swingy as a card. And I'm not entirely sure what the meta is, to be honest. Because, truth be told, most of what I'm doing is just turbo trickerying people, and it doesn't really matter what you have. Rankle with Tergrid is very good. That's an undeniable combo. But again, we have to be very, very careful of putting in too many Rankles. Again, I'm not trying to say that Rankle is a bad card. I'm instead trying to argue that it is a... Why did this enter tapped? Oh, because it was from a Fabled Passage. Okay, I'm done. Probably get rid of the Kazandu Mammoth because it's land. These are a bit of a pickle, huh? I'll get rid of the land. But yeah, I like a 2 of a Rankle. Feels really good. Elk Lashes, how do you feel about Magmatic Channeler? Seems pretty terrible. I have not liked it at all. At all. Okay, so we're probably going to get Brushfire Elemental. Now, we can play Egon to delay the burn a little bit with the Brushfire Elementals. We do have a Skilly Lily, so I think I'm going to try to generally protect her. Rakdos Discard Tergrid. Just a pair of damage. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. We have a lot of removal to be able to hit this. But getting hit for 10 is rather painful. These I can't block with things that cost 2 or less. Yeah, I think I decline this and actually just play the Kroxa, right? I think this is right. Ding, 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 ding. Maybe get rid of this. We'll see. Yeah. We're going to hold back because this is an ample blocker for that. Remember, when we looked at our opponent's hand, they had no land. It's a little bit, oops, it's a little bit lucky that they had another Fabled Passage, but yeah, this is the anticipated result. Perfect. Ah, perfect. Do I want this? Yes. I think that's a perfect card for us. And I think that what we need to do is we need to start getting rid of these. Not going to attack. This is the big wall. BladeGL says, can you walk me through the decision of not running a sweeper? Yeah, sure. So why would we run a sweeper? Generally speaking, like, let's imagine we're mono red. Like, this is obviously an extraordinarily contrived example, but let's imagine for a moment this is actually fine. Because this exchanges and then this burns, so we kill the 2 big threats. So let's imagine we're mono red aggro. Why would we run removal in a mono red aggro instead of running sweepers? Well, the answer is, well, dude, if I'm running a sweeper, I'm going to kill all my own stuff. And sweepers are really expensive, right? And if you start playing a lot of mono red, you start to kind of see that pattern where it's like, dude, I'm not even 100% sure that I need a sweeper, right? So I think I discard this. Right? I just chuck this away. And I want to stress how important of a statement that is. You just kind of get into a spot where you're like, I just don't think I need a sweeper. Because I'm putting on so much pressure, and I often am the one who has more creatures. So this kind of touches on the same type of situation, BladeGL. Like, look at this situation. I have creatures. I have single target removal. I just don't think I need a lot of sweepers, especially when I'm forcing so many discard effects to occur.
This was a wasted opportunity.
So, in reality, our thesis is the following. I am putting on sufficiently much pressure. And I am discarding enough cards in their hands to where they'll generally have 2 creatures and I'll have like 1 creature or something like this. And I'd really say that it's the idea of the, do I want to play this? I mean, probably not at this point in time. This is time to start going in. That's my logic. That's my logic. So the short answer is we don't need them. Okay, we don't want this. Do I want Valki, God of Lies? Probably not. Probably just the removal's sufficient. I realized I just made a big mistake. That's actually so funny. Well, whatever. Let's do this. Hello. Goodbye, Henge. Extra blocks here would be just... Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. This is the play. I made a mistake by leaving this thing on the top. Just like... Albatross times. I think my issue with the Tibalt Planeswalker is that with these colors, by the time you would be able to cast it, you should have already won. Yeah, this is definitely why I'm running just a pair of Valkyries. Just a pair of them. You know, I really think I'm going to make that adjustment right now. I think. Well, I'm a little torn. I really like Heartless Act. I think it's a very, very good card. But, like, cutting these and putting in... What's his face? Rankle. I mean, this just seems good. Qual says, what an effing day. Pick up Chick-fil-A on the way home. I'm gonna eat it while watching Sean, then I'm taking an effing nap. Hell yeah, Apo Koala. Also, Apo Koala, I ordered the Nightingale. Based upon your recommendation after watching a lot of videos. Narhat says, Quakebringer because he has joy. I tried running the... This hand's actually pretty fucking good. I can already cast this, and this with this opening. And I have Key Enabler 1, Key Enabler 2 for this Kroxa. Anyways. Hey, look. Great minds think alike. Perfect. So, here is the... Turn 1. Turn 2. Turn 3. Or turn 3, and then turn 4 Kroxa. Anyways, you love to see this. Now, part of me wishes that I could make this red, because I have one extra black source in the deck. This is fine. Apo says, if you don't like it, I'll buy it from you. Is this a roundabout way to get my address, Apo Koala? Because if you just want it, I'll give it to you. Apo says, great, Sean. On top of this, I have an emotional investment you like in this chair. Yeah. Beautiful! Oh my god, yeah! Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, yeah, using a whole removal spell to do something that's already given me a creature and filled my bin. I'm going to go for the Mire Triton instead of going for the Bonecrusher Giant, because the Bonecrusher Giant obviously has more value if I can do both sides of it. But also, I mean, we're a Kroxa deck, and going for Kroxa is goot. Lawrence, is a opponent should have discarded the land IMO? Yes, absolutely. Even. It's fine, doesn't even matter to me. We're gonna bank that red land off the top like a mouse. Like an absolutely gigantic mouse. We want to exile the non-enchantment, non-creatures because there's other effects that are trying to discard that. I genuinely think that this list is certainly solid. Certainly above a 50% win rate over time. Certainly, certainly, certainly. Bonecrushers are one of the cards that I think is very reasonable to consider going to a 3-0. Great. Yeah, no, I don't like this card very much. Player discards a card. Heartless Act, I don't care. I don't think my opponent has creatures. And we're filling up the bin for Kroxa next turn. Yeah, I mean, dude's dead. Done. Yeah, but April Qual, I looked at the Nightingale. It literally has the 3 things I want. It has a mesh back. It has an extremely thick butt cushion with rounded edges. And it has a soft lumbar support. Because this chair is actually quite good, but it's like fucking iron in the lumbar area. And it feels like it would hit the lumbar on someone that is not as tall as I am. Like... And also this chair, what I've learned with this chair, fuck what I want to do with this stupid ass hand. Doesn't feel very good, huh? You know, here's why I don't like this hand. I have to play this, absolutely, as a land, unless I get quite lucky. This is the only removal we have, and this is sort of like an enabler card. This is effectively not in the hand, and then we have a Liliana. I'm going to keep it because I want to do some research on how this draws. Your chair costs like $1 bazillion. Russian ally, here's what I would say. A chair that I want is going to cost a lot of money. And I am completely on board with that kind of price. I'm completely on board with paying up to $2,000, $3,000 for a chair. Absolutely. So what I've been doing is I've just been buying several. And this is going to be my 4th chair purchase total, and then I will return them. Or just, like, sell it on Craigslist. Okay, so... Esper colors. Alright, so this is going to be an extremely good early play. Sell it on your OnlyFans, that's right. My OnlyFans, where I sell pictures of me adjusting various ergonomic chairs with my feet. Ooh, yeah. But, you know, so here's the long-lost story of my chair troubles. Once upon a time, I bought a Herman Miller Aeron. Loved it, used it for 3 years, no problem whatsoever. I did something to it that caused literally a giant steel part of it to shatter. I literally no idea how this happened, and whatever, YOLO. So that sucks, but that's okay. So I went to get another Herman Miller Aeron. I know that I can get a Herman Miller Aeron repaired, but the process of going through it literally takes so many hours. It's like more beneficial for me to just quickly get a new chair, take care of that, and move on. And we're just going to ignore the busted chair and what I can do to repair that and all that sort of stuff. But anyways, I literally have a job where I sit at a computer for like 30 hours a week minimum on air. So I like have to sit there. So when I got the new chair, here's the problem. Herman Miller has a little sort of stretchy mesh. And a shitload of the Aerons that you buy are refurbished, or are old, or are used, and the mesh is sunken. No problem, right? Well, there's a hard plastic rim around the mesh, which, as someone who's an extremely large and tall person, this just fucking annihilated my legs. Absolutely annihilated my legs. We expect that this will possibly get countered. Alright, so this appears to be a Dance of the Mance deck. So what we're going to do is chuck this. This helps us build for Kroxa. But also, if next turn we can play Tergrid, and we can start exiling this, or so we discarding with this, we can get the pickups from Tergrid. Erdetti says, do you not have something to kick your feet onto under your desk? I do, but let me make sure that we understand what I'm talking about. So here's the seat. Here's Sean's butt, alright, like there, that's on the chair. And it's this part here and here that is digging into the sides of my legs. So again, like did I get the size C? Yes. So what I'm getting is normally my butt's elevated enough, but when it sinks down, this pinches in basically right under my hips. And I do have a size C. I think you wonderful people underestimate just how tall and wide of a person I am. By the way, nice little trick when you play Tergrid, whenever your opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, after Chapter 3, that gets sacrificed. So we're going to wait until my opponent, possibly plays a creature or something like this. And again, I think the Herman Miller's Aeron is a fantastic chair. I think it's just a fantastic chair. No problem. Not an issue. I have loved my Aeron. But again, I was having seat problems, so it was just pinching into my butt. Alright, nice. Yeah, no, I would love one, thank you. Thanks, TF, right? Oh, wait, what was whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent? Oh my god, my opponent's gonna have to sacrifice something. Why I'm so excited. What do I sacrifice here? Do I sacrifice their Saga? No, I'm gonna sacrifice the Throne of Death, the 1 mana enchantment. Alright, let's play Tergrid's Lantern. Sacrifice it now. So I would assume that TF Fright's just going to take the damage, which is fine. Oh yeah, I almost passed. Okay, so I then got this Herman Miller Embody, which just has a bit too sharp and hard of... Oh yeah, I'd love that, thank you. A bit too sharp and hard of a lumbar support to it. I don't like it. Just don't like it. Yeah. Tergrid's really good. Remember, you love Tergrid. Okay, so my Herman Miller breaks. My Aeron breaks. I get a new Aeron. The seat's just way too sunken. Pinches me. I get this Embody. This, I think, is a terrific hand. This is a terrific hand. Alright. So, the Embody is good, except for if, like, the butt is a little hard. So it's like... It's a wee bit painful. Just a wee bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. And the Herman Miller, like this Embody, really needs you to sit unbelievably ergonomically correctly to not feel uncomfortable. And I like to feel comfortable. I want to feel and to be comfortable. This is the robber of the rich. The rich. Oh yeah. I think... Now, let me just... I have enough removal that I think that this would be harmful to me to have. The robber of the rich. This is the robber of the rich. The rich. Oh, yeah. What do we want to do here? You know, I think the best play here is Tymaret Calls the Dead. Damn, I didn't get it. Fuck. Damn. Damn, shit, damn. Fuck. That actually sucks. Oh. Oh. Okay. That is some pain, but I would have assumed. Very reasonably. Ugh, this is such a shit position to be in. Like, I can obviously play this. I can obviously discard a card. I think I have to do this to keep the Bonecrusher back, not go greedy. Because this can trade here. Like, if Villain swings out, it's a little bit painful. I think this is the best choice. The fact that this whiffed was some real agony. Another choice is just a minus with Liliana on this, but then it just produces a pair of 1/1s, and I don't quite think I have the oomph. Well, that's about what I got, you know. I mean, it's going to reduce by 1 overall. And then this is going to ping me in the face again. I really, really, really wish that Tymaret Calls the Dead had hit a zombie. This is also part of the reason why some of these flip cards are very nice, because they're creatures. Elk Lodge says, I've been running a little burnt out from laddering and Magic and playing meta decks. Any suggestions for how to brew decks? Any deck archetypes you've enjoyed? Elk Lodge, I'm just a big fan of... actually, let me make a quick adjustment here. I've always been a very big fan of discard type decks. How would we want to tune this versus mono red? I think maybe 3 of these is okay. Heartless Acts seem very good against the more creature heavy. So this is like a control, anti-control, anti-control, anti-aggro, anti-aggro, anti-green. Elk Lodge, I'm going to address your thing in a quick moment. I'm trying to think of what would be a really good anti-control card. I mean, we're actually pretty good. Because if we're against control, right, we would just peel out the Bonecrushers, put in the Phoenix of Ashes, you know. Maybe get rid of these Heartless Acts and things like this. Heartless Acts would go. Bloodchief's Thirst might stay. Valki goes. I'm not entirely sure what I would cut. I'm gonna play a little bit more. Yeah, I think an ox might be reasonable versus. But I don't know. I'm not really in a position where I'm wanting for cards. You know, like never really. Thought Distortion in. Thought Distortion Lava Dragon is only really good if my mana gets ahead of their mana. Because just imagine turn 7 or 8 is the first time you can really get to 6 mana, and you'll have like 1, 2, 3 cards in hand, and your opponent will have like 1, 2, 3 cards in hand. It's very common to just not have anything. Anyways, so Elk Lodge, tell me a little bit about a kind of deck that you've been hunkering, hoping to run. Yeah, Kyle, I think you might be right. I think that even though... Perfect. Even though there is even though we have this sort of crippling fear, maybe still going for Extinction Event. I mean, Extinction Event's really good. Okay, so we're gonna make this red. We have black and then black. I think this is a situation where we simply chill. We don't play the Mire Triton because Mire Triton is a good setup for Tymaret Calls the Dead, which is a good setup to get a quick Kroxa, and I think a quick Kroxa is not how we beat one of these kinds of decks. Maul the Skyclaves, alright. I'm just gonna have it point to the thing that... Nope. I'm going ahead and I'm going to do this. Probably don't need yet more land. So, I mean, we appear to be in a pretty grand spot. This requires 4 to equip. Verena Xerix! Verena Xerix, you remind me of someone whose name is Zarina. Verena Xerix says, we'll be drafting it all this week. Yeah, I really should draft this week. I think I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to do a little bit more standard today. Maybe tomorrow too. But I think Thursday, Verena Xerix, we should do some drafts. Tomorrow draft? It's on draft. But yeah, Elclash says, I'm usually more of a fan of control-type decks. Token decks and tribal decks. Have been playing around Jeskai Yorion Enchantments deck and Temur Giants deck recently. Played a bunch of different kinds of decks. We're just looking for something fun and interactive. Also a fan of Rakdos Arcanist. Oh yeah. It's fine to do. I'm gonna do some basic stuff. So you're a fan of control type decks. Is there say like pick one for me, Elclodge. Pick maybe some core theme that you're interested in and maybe talk to me about some of the problems that you're having. Because I mean I mostly make my own decks. I'll net deck sometimes. But I'm pretty comfortable with exploratory deck building. Green Turns is always a fan of big rampy and green. Oh shit, yeah. We gotta do some green rampy stuff. Oh, this asshole's standard legal, huh? So this is a non-human Icy. This is a core warrior. This is not a human. Okay. So this is a non-human that's going to be looking for human in the top 6. Other than 4. Okay. 6 damage. So it looks like I can't play anything right now. This has protection from anything other than 4. It's a nice little draw. So we're going to try to just block the core Blade Master. Yeah, that's the one bit of pain. 3 and 3 and 6. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm waiting to Hagra Maul this until the attack occurs. Because this will proc once. Ah! Completely forgot about Winota. Do stuff with humans. Lady. Yeah, so then that's basically going to be death for us, huh? So I kind of played that incorrectly. I should have just left up the... Yeah, I mean, I think that Heartless Act is probably the right one to have here. So for control, I've really liked Simic Flashbang control with Gideon and Planeswalkers and Mono White control. Simic Flash might be my favorite control deck. Simic Flash is more of a tempo deck, a little bit less of a control deck. Like, what kind of issues are you having with some of your constructions? Like, talk to me a little bit about what some of those pickles are. Like, what are your big pickles? Like, if I said to you, give me a deck, archetype, and idea, talk to me about it. Talk to me about it. I think we're actually okay. I think the Heartless Acts are what we want there. Instant speed removal does feel pretty good. I'm really not sure what to do with the rest of this sideboard. You know, this seems fine. Because libation. But something like this. This does not seem that good. Day9's Disco. There we go. Soul Shatter? What's Soul Shatter do? It's okay. Technically it has interaction with Tergrid, but it just seems very pricey. I even think my sideboard's too expensive. I'll give it a go anyways. Would you rather feed the swarm over libation? Yeah, feed the swarm sucks. It's sorcery speed. Oh yeah, I want to remind all of you that next week is Escape from Tarkov week. Whoa! Escape from Tarkov week. Baby. Gonna be doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Earlier streams, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that way I can coincide with our dear man Sacriel. Me and Sacriel. Albatross Times says look forward to long queue times. No, Albatross, you look forward to long queue times. Because I'll be in them. Yeah, me and Sacriel. Sacriel this week is going to be spending a few hours off stream kind of teaching me the gist. Let's take a peek at this. Okay, so this is one of the toppy whippy woppy decks in the meta. Is it Flash? Who gives a shit about Flash? And so what we're going to do is we are going to just force Sparrow to discard a bunch of stuff. As long as there's not counter spells in there, we have an extremely high probability of winning. Oh, I didn't queue up best of 3. Gypsy Guy says, why not use the Fabled Passage there instead of getting rid of the kill spell? Great question. It's about when things come in tapped. A Fabled Passage can come in untapped later on, and I wanted to make sure that I could do something on turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4. Welcome. Okay. Well, schmelkum, schmelkum, schmelkum. How many things do we have in the bin? More than enough. Superlative.
Ruining your day is good.
I suppose, though, what I could have done is I could have gone Fabled Passage first, Mountain second, and then Hagra Mauling third as a land, and still been able to do the same thing. But I think my sort of snap decision-making is always, good lord. I can't believe how much I freaking hate this stupid freaking card. Let me get it down. Alright, let's go ahead and get Kroxa out. I know that that looks a little bit counterintuitive because this thing can hit that thing, but I would
things
much
my
rather
way.
do this. Because Sparrow basically only has Brazen Borrowers as an efficient way to deal with this and would have to deal with it immediately. Oof, Goldspan Dragon. You love to see it. You love to see it. Generates money. Alright, cool.
I'm
Super.
a survivor.
I want to do this one next. That's great. Elklodge says, so a good example of what I'm trying to go for in a control deck is a Jeskai control deck that uses enchantments, Yorion, and some removal to clear the enemy's board and generate lots of tokens from Omens, Shark Typhoon, and Archon of Sun's Grace. Because I can't seem to balance removal, and the deck tends to become unfocused. Yeah, you pretty much are going to, in that sort of deck, be looking just for enchantment-focused removal, or enchantment control, or enchantment-style delay stuff. Going in for the kill. Archon of Sun's Grace, like, thing of beauty. Welcome to your death. One of the great examples of, if my opponent had cracked this, then they could have blocked with that, but they didn't, so terrific. A good example of a deck that uses Archon of Sun's Grace is actually Paulo Vitor Damadurosa's championship-winning deck from the World Championship at the start of 2020. That your pal Day 9 was a fucking host for? Let's go to best of 3. Like, in that list, Paulo Vitor Damadurosa runs the one Dream Trawler. And then sideboards to just have 3 Archon of Sun's Grace, and that's it. That's like the only thing. So I think that if you are interested in trying to win with a sort of Yorion list, a huge way to mess up is to put in too many cards that do active, seemingly amazing things. Such as too many Archon of Sun's Grace, right? Having all these enchantments, why not run those? Didn't I just return this hand? Click. Alright, going to 5. Kind of stinks. So that's the first thing that I might try to do. And I think that this is a really common mistakey one can makey. Ooh, shit. Yeah, well, whatever. A really big common mistakey you can makey with a control deck is to have too much good shit in it. I think that you should try to shoot for something like 3 cards that can finish, and the rest are answers and card draws. Just as an experiment to try it. Wow, this actually... I think this turned out quite perfectly. So you might try a Yorion list with only responses and 4 Dance of the Mans, and that's it. I'm gonna let this through for now. Oh, these fuckers have lifelink? Alright, well, whatever. Whatever. I'm terrible. I'm actually going to hold for a second. I want Greed to have nothing in the hand. This has Death Touch, so this just dies. What I want is for Greed to go land creature, and then I can discard the next thing that gets cast and pick a fellow off. is about the best I could hope for. It's a little awkward. I have a strong suspicion that Call of the Death Dweller is in my future. Nisberg, this is what a couple Murderous Riders and Sideboard be good for 4/4 creature midrange decks and Planeswalker heavy matchups. This sounds pretty correct. Sounds pretty correct. Perfect. Hey, Elk Lodge, thanks for the 5 gifties. I didn't realize I was on the clock for that answer. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. Ow. Okay. Fuck do I sideboard this shit? Probably don't want this value card here. This doesn't seem the best either, right? Heartless Act seem pretty good. This looks pretty good. Mobinopsis has really been enjoying Nico Aris' utility card for Azorius control with the Archon. Wait, are shards enchantments? Oh, shit. Cling to Dust in the sideboard might be a nice card. That's a good thought, Jofu. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Wow, that's a Nico Aris energy I didn't even think about. That sounds terrific. This is fine. This is what I'm gonna try out. Again, we're playing best of threes because we're still not 100% sure on the last few cards in our main board. But I think some graveyard hate definitely feels missing. Tifa Anders has been watching on YouTube for a while. Since I finally subscribed, I can say that as a trans woman living in an area that isn't accepting, and with some family that's pretty transphobic, your outward support of the Alphabet Mafia has been... The Alphabet Mafia? Never heard that before. The Alphabet Mafia has been an extremely helpful light that good people are out there. So I just want to say thanks, not only for the entertainment, but also the support. My absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Yeah, I have always been an... nice. Let's do this. I've always been a huge supporter of LGBTQIA+, aka the Alphabet Mafia, as it were, or the queer community. So, I grew up in a place called Leawood, Kansas. Good old Leawood, Kansas. Yadren says, "Oh, I thought they meant Alphabet as in Google's owner." Is that right? That's a different Alphabet. That's literally Alphabet Incorporated. Get the fuck out. Yeah, I grew up in Leawood, Kansas, where there was... I mean, it actually, like, really bothered me a lot. Let's see. I want this to be red, because this is black, so then I can Temper it. really bothered me, the weird sorts of prejudice and outright nastiness people had towards, well, you know, gay and lesbian specifically, but more broadly, anyone that was just not, anyone that didn't fit into a specific cookie-cutter box. There's all these sorts of statements that, it just bothered me. These weird rationalizations where it's like, oh, we're supportive of the disposition, but it's the act of following. I hated this weirdness. Yeah, it's one of the motivations, actually, for me to leave the area entirely. This is a card I should have cut. Rankle is not good in this matchup. Rankle is really not good in this matchup. Okay, I'll need to remember that. I think I even remember saying that. Maybe I should have Bloodchief's thirsted this. No, I only have 1 black mana. So yeah, it's been nice to just be in Southern California and feel like there's just a lot more broad understanding, acceptance, support of something that, I mean, I pretty frankly think it's incorrect not to be supportive of. Terrific. This is exactly what we wanted. This is why I've been holding on to our Bloodchief's Thirst. This is amazing. I shouldn't have kept the Rankle. I should have gone for another land, but what are you going to do? C'est parfait. Hip 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 hooray. Gotcha. B-Town Process, can you explain the rationale of Tymaret Calls the Dead over Elspeth's Nightmare? You've given me an idea, B-Town Pro. You've given me a good idea. Here's the good idea. Here's the good idea. Here's the good idea. Hold on. Get me the fuck out of here. I think we should put some Elspeth's Nightmare in the side, as they are a form of graveyard hate. Nightmare. Elspeth Nightmare. Bang, bang. And we... the Farrakha's Libation is the one that felt weird. This feels good to me, because it hits small creatures and it clears the graveyard, and it can hit the hand. This feels like a very nice hedge. But we want Tymaret Calls the Dead because we mill 3 cards in it, and the more we mill, the more ammo we have to cast a Kroxa. Dopey Joe's Alphabet Mafia is a hilarious term. That's pretty funny, because, I mean, I know I've heard many people who are vehemently supportive of the idea of, broadly speaking, queer rights, and there's like it was originally LGBT and then LGBTQ and then LGBTQIA plus, you know, and it just and it's like the acronym keeps growing. That's just kind of funny. This Alphabet Mafia is fucking hilarious. Oh, Amama is an amazing... What an amazing deck builder Amama is. Oh, wait, never mind. This was the Rakdos. Okay, so this is the discard version, or excuse me, the sacrifice version. I am the hand hate version, and we do not have a good set of cards here for this. I'm going to do this. Technically, that one's going to the bin anyways, but whatever. Tergrid is good sideboard for heavy Saga decks. I'm running Tergrid in the main. Whoopsie-doopsie. Hello. Now, on one hand, you might say, well, great, no matter what this gets picked with, we can just fucking Bonecrusher it. Which would then make them want to take the Bonecrusher, which makes it okay, right? And then this could become a Bonecrusher for 3? Oh, no, it's not a big deal. However, I this kind of puts us in sort of a slow down position. Actually, maybe this is fine. Maybe this is fine. Damn it, V. Kyle, I forgot the Skyclave Shade. There it is. That's the card. I just completely forgot about the Skyclave Shade. I knew that there was just an absolute killer that I was wanting to run a 4-0. Yeah, I mean, screw the Phoenix of Ash. I think 2 Phoenix of Ash, 4 Skyclave Shade is just terrific. This feels like a ghastly waste of time. Spending 3 whole mana to, like, do nothing for the turn? Oh yeah, this is nice for us. We hope to get a land to be able to. Zombie. Egon. Skyclave. Elklotches, hope the gifted subs didn't come for holding you on the clock or anything. Oh no, not at all. No, I was just making a teasing joke at your generosity. So each player discards a card and sacks a creature. Sack this. I just wanted to say general thanks for making it easier to get through quarantine. Today was a little rough, so your brewing tips definitely helped make it better. God, man, I really hope all your quarantines is going okay. Tina Anders says, I'm getting too many nice messages to respond to everyone, so I'm going to say thank you, everyone. Man, hell yeah. Discard a card. Well, we will discard. Kroxa. Intending to play Kroxa next turn. The Village Rites Sacrifice is pretty cute, but, man, I may be playing another Tergrid. But yeah. No, I'm I mean, all queer folk, feel free to. Oh, shit, okay. Where's my Tergrid? Where my Tergrid at? Yeah, no. Gay, trans, lesbian, anyone. You have infinite support from your pals on. So this will sacrifice that, huh? If we're shielding, does someone say we could pride in chat? Yeah, hell yeah, man. All in, baby. Wait, this? I thought this was only historic legal. I guess it's that. Oh shit, man. Yeah, Kroxa. Kroxa is definitely going to be a pickler for this one. Crap. Okay. Tergrid? Ermagerd Tergrid? Ah! Alright, so we could get owned by a claim. And I think that's fine. I think that's freaking fine.
This was a wasted opportunity.
Gearbear Glare does the Gork Pride. Man, I watch a lot of Gork. I don't know. I have no idea what Gork's emotes are. Actually, we you know, it actually only now just occurred to me. We don't have a Pride emote here. That seems like a... It's kind of like a comically derpy oversight on our part. And you're a Tergrid. Can we get a Crablar but Pride? Yeah, we need to take our Crablar emote and make it Pride. Pride Crab. Fuck yeah. I think we even have enough in here to cast it again. Yep, we will discard Kroxa. I think I just take the damage here. Start shooting shit that's in my way, huh? Because that, I mean, that Kroxa is coming back. Kroxa Val is coming to Alright. Alright, so let's Swingo Dingo here. Wow, it has to attack. Oh my god. Oh shit. This one's coming back to us, right? So, has to get sacked. Alright, so it's a Vostrider, sure. Whoa, crazy. This guy seems pretty good. So, I mean, my Kroxas keep coming back. Their Wostriders keep coming back, you know. If I get a Tergrid, we just, like, annihilate this. Get a little bit of black mana here. Seems pretty good. So this is gonna die. So we gotta zap like this. My opponent should sack this, which causes this to go straight to the bin. Yup. There's not a lot of good targets for my Candy Crushers. Probably ditch these ones. Oh shit! Off the top, there it is. Get me out of here! Okay, so let's take a peek. Let us take a peek. I think the Bonecrushers are probably quite bad. This seems a little funky. This seems a little funky here, I'm thinking. Valki seems fine. I'm thinking, like, these and these look pretty good. A lot of creaturey fellows. This is fine. Yeah, Ox of Agonizing is a card that's actually quite bad in a lot of circumstances. Like, for instance, in that last game, at no point in time did we ever run into a situation where we were like, oh, we just need the cards to be able to do the stuff. This seems like an acceptable enough hand. Crusher does still kill Wostridor. Yeah, that's why I'm cutting it. I don't think it's good enough. Lazy for Life says, do you think that the red counterspell will be banned? I think it'll get banned in Best of 1. I think it will. I've got it up to 64% by turn 4. Aspen says, what about Valki makes him a good ad for the deck? Well, first of all, he's 2, so I mean he's pretty basic. Like not a particularly complicated or challenging card to cast. But it's just a solid value card. You know, just is really good at being able to, like, take a peek in their hand, slow their momentum down for us to get our shit up. And then I can trade away the Valki later, sort of give them their momentum back. Thing of beauty. Well, I mean, things are going nearly perfectly, because we are, like, seconds from being able to get a, whoops. Being able to get a very, very quick Kroxa. No. Oh my god. Oh. Let's get our Rankle. Rankle, master of ankles. You know, I kind of do want to. Let's draw a card. Deal a little pain. Nice. The dude's doing my deck, man. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. I need a red Lando. There's my red Lando. Show me what you got. Ooh, that is some good shit. Should have done this first, probably. Oh, never mind. I'm the best player around. Great. Dish. Well, we don't really have any good draws for Ben. I'm glad we put in Elspeth's Nightmare. This I think this card's very good against other Rakdos decos. Jeff Fergus has had a stressful couple of fights the other day, but I downloaded your card with eViz and laughed like a buffoon on the plane, and it was all good. Yes! Oh my god, it makes me so happy to hear it. Hey. Egon of Death. Glad to hear it, man. I think we all need some good, hearty frickin' laughs at some point here, man. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to Agonizing Remorse. We're just going to go to the graveyard. We're going to get that Kroxa out of there. Because my opponent has 3 other ones in the bin. This is going to get sacrificed for 4. Cast one of these for 5. You know, it seems pretty suspect. Elk Lodge, does anyone need to head offline for a little while? See you soon. Man, cheers, Elk Lodge. Let me know how some of those Yorion decks go. Let me know how it go. What do you think of Is It in the meta? Oh, T-Rex. I think Is It Flash is... Whew, if you're looking to ladder and you don't want to think at all about deck building, do Is It Flash. You'll get to think a ton about your turn-for-turn decision-making. It's a really strong list. It's fun. I think Is It Flash is the most plasmatic deck that there is. Resolution commencing. Wow, your pal Sean playing this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Davin says, I'm glad you're able to enjoy this format right now. I can't. I got so sick of turn 2 Tibbles that I gave up. I do indeed thinky that I made a good decky. Welcome back to the hand, my man. Boop. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to sacrifice that Valki we just lost. Ah, Throne of Death is just incredible. Alright, Heartless Act making me feel terrible about myself. Going in. When you make the switch to MTGA Mobile, Dicebone, I don't use my phone that much. I don't play any mobile games. They're like, I think Flow Free was like my favorite game to play on mobile that's it. I think that's it. It's the only game I really played on mobile. Yeah, that's it. That's literally everything I got. That is what I got. Has anyone played MTGA Mobile? It was a joke? Is it? I mean, frankly, that's a pretty reasonable question. Like, is it actually out? I think that it just is on the mobile. You've done it. I can't believe you've done this. Palm Glasses, ever since watching your Bloons 6 stream and playing it at work, helps passing the time. It's a fun one, man. I'm surprised no Kroxa yet. I see no reason to take any damage. Like, I have 2 ways to get card advantage with Castle Locthwain and Throne of Death, so I'm... Holy shit, am I gonna get past this fucking guy? No fucking way, look at that. Oh shit, look at this. Dude, I got Valki. Look at... Oh my god. I got Valki into Tibble. Hell yeah. Oh dude, fuck yeah. This is awesome. When you're in the bin, like fucking billions, man. This is great. KH Patches, do you think your Trickery list has any merit in best of 3? I think it has merit. I just think it's weaker, KH Patches. I just think it's weaker. I think there's just enough hate cards that you can put in there. For black and blue, at least. For black and blue, at least! Isn't there that artifact, like Runestone? What is this? Exile all cards from all graveyards and add 1 billion mana? Fuck yeah, I'm doing that shit. Alright, let me try to exile all your shit, man. Oh, yeah!
Let's play a little game.
Let's play a little game. You want to play a little game? I mean, I actually have like so many options, so I'm just going to play this as the land. I'm going to shoot. Destroy target. Oh, whoopsie daisies. You know what? That's the funniest fucking thing. It doesn't fucking matter, man. Fuck it. Alright, yep. Scry away! Scry away, you bastard! Ta-da!
You wish you had a fraction of my power.
Alright, did I play that poorly? Yes. Should I have done it differently? Absolutely. Will we? No. No, absolutely not. We would love that Tergrid. Jim C says, whatever happened to that MTG Netflix show that the Russo brothers were supposed to be doing, man? I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that, man. I'm going to watch the fuck out of that shit. Amama! It is I, day 9. Amama! Wow, in the grand scheme of things, his hand is fucking terrible. Alright. I'm gonna do a weird thing. I'm gonna put the Heartless Act on the bottom. That's what I'm gonna do. Max isn't a wizard. You should, in theory, be able to get the deck list of what I'm playing on the screen right now. I'm doing a Rakdos Discard focused Kroxa list that I quite like. Ooh, this is it. This is the good juice for us, man. This is the good. Into the bin with you. Absolutely want to just give this nerd a little remorse right away. Elspeth's Nightmare, Bonecrusher, Village Rites. I don't want Amama to get any cards. I think we can really constrict Amama's growth. That's kind of hilarious. Villain misses out on the benefit. I mean, like, does 1-for-1 us, which is... But, like, if we go Kroxa and Redland, I mean, that's actually, like, quite good for us. But, I mean, even before this pops, we can just exile Tergrid and Tymaret to make a 2-2 and draw a card. So, I mean, this seems, like, really, really good. It resolves, bro. Like... See, I like this in one of my decks. It resolves. Uh-oh. Oh, and... rats. Rats and drats. We almost were able to get red land and Kroxa out, but this is fine. We're going to lose our graveyard, but... This is a mere flesh wound. This had to be played agonizingly early for Amama. Woo, that was close. We could have just Kroxa'd and just won the game immediately. Only recourse for Amama was making Valki God of Lies into some sort of death tutor. C'est parfait. Ooh, shit, yeah. Obviously don't want to play Mire Triton, obviously, because... Oh, wait, shit! This thing bins it! I'm so dumb. I'm the dumbest man there ever were. Number one dumbest. Number one dumbest. I hate it. It's hard to be this dumb. I do things like put toothpaste in my cereal because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, you would have been so fucking perfect in the hand! Well, everything's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Give me this. Stern says I do that all the time. You know the funniest part of all is? I knew that I shouldn't mill the top one of my deck because I wanted Tergrid. I wanted Ermagir Tergrid. I knew it. I knew that thing. I knew that thing. That thing. Claim to firstborn. Yeah, I know, you fucking nerd. I know how it works. I know the game. I know the game. I know the game. And then I'm gonna sacrifice it. Da, da, da. Did I just make the NBC noise while I was tapping my mana? God, marketing ruins everything. Healing. See, I really like Throne of Death, like, a lot. DMCA strike incoming NBC's like, fuck you for using our jingle. That's the way that lawyers work, by the way. They just come to you, fuck yourself. And they're like, ah, law. It's terrifying. It shakes me to my very core. I absolutely wish to trade. I have done it. So let's take a peek here, huh? That is not the stuff to tap. Oh my god, we're gonna get our Planeswalker right off the oh, thank goodness. Oh shit, yeah. Luke Nukem streaming. Just gifted 5. Oh yeah, Luke Nukem forever, my friend. Alright, sorry, I had to count some shit. This has just been so good, this card. It's just my deck that's the problem right now. Luke Nukem streaming, man. Welcome and thanks for the 5 gifties on this wonderful Tuesday. Full of discardulations. Ooh, thank you. Get out of here with, what is it? Oh, Shatterskull Smashing. Dish. Up, dish. Now, I think that I have one more creature in here. Yeah, so I'm going to do this, and then end of turn, Throne of Death. Throne of Depth. Throne from the depths of hell. Oh, I love the Throne of Death so much. Well, that's terrific. I mean, I'm very, 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 very pleased. That's just the best one we could hope for. Whatever this is, I don't want you to have it anymore. Yeah. Something went wrong in the ordering, but you know what? We allow that. We take those. We want all lands and enchantments to kind of stay there.
I was bored anyway.
Keep the one that's standing. Ooh, let's claim the Firstborn. That's a good one to see. How many lands are we going to have in here? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 from this cast and 5 from this one. Okay. Depending upon what this is, we can get a couple Kroxa activations out of the way. Goes into the bin, this gets drawn. So then, what I do is, I destroy this, I swing for 6, getting rid of this, bring him down to 5, we play this, and we chill. We can, if that were land, we had the potential for lethal, but... I think we've done it. How's the discard coming along? It's been good, Albatross time. It's been very, very good. Gotcha. Ooh, our list is humming along. We've not lost in a little bit. Iron Hammers has just finished your MTG Trickster vid on YouTube. That's been one of my best pieces of content like a year. That, I mean, just like the mathematical analysis. Alright. What is the name of the card? Skyclave Shade. Ba-da-da-da. I do not know why my neighbors just try every day to play the music louder and louder. I'm going to knock on the wall real fast. And I'm back. Let's see here. I think Skyclave Shades are going to be good. I'm not 100% sure on this. I almost want to do like that. Huh? Ox of Agonis, also, I don't... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try with no Phoenixes. Yeah, I mean, that's one of my best pieces of content in an incredibly long time, is that Tybalt's Trickery video. Just like the mathematical analysis plus the sheer stupidity of it. So good. Man, you know, for as much as I say things like, ah, man, my neighbor's playing music loud, I have an amazing neighbor. Just an incredibly amazing neighbor. I feel like this wall is just too thin. I feel like it's a problem with this wall. You know what I mean? Lurrus of the Dream Den, huh? Yeah. Yeah, this'll do. Definitely want to do this first. And then let's just give him a little bit of remorse. Will there be more trickery content today? Maybe a little bit H911 Raver. So this looks like a Rouge deck, right? Ah, Cramblar! Little does my opponent know that's ideal. They're very far away from Lull Mage's domination. They'll almost never get into a situation where this will cost 3 less. I think this is the one. I think that's the one. Domination is dangerous for Kroxa, though. If they have 5 mana, which I think that they're a ways away from, which is why I'm comfortable with delaying this. And remember, this price is essentially never going to be costing 3 less. Essentially never. The reason being, we exile 5 with Kroxa to cast Kroxa, so, you know. Totally fine. Kind of sucks a little bit that we haven't been able to smash down a Kroxa yet, but, you know. Fill this up with water later. Lull Mage's domination. Very nice move. Very, very nice. No trickery today, I see. Well, hey, Tryptophan. Ease your analysis. Ease up. This is actually such an anti-synergy card for villain. It's so funny. I'll bring this guy in, huh? Shatterskull Smashing is real nice for us here. Alright, 1 Kroxa a turn, please. 1, 2, 3. Avoid the creatures and the enchantments. 4. Avoid the creatures and the enchantments. 5.
Fine.
The Shade is usually awesome against rogues too. Yeah, I'm definitely putting these ones in. Krungle of the Jungle is absolutely an incredible name. Oh my god, our opponent's name is Krungle of the Jungle. That is a name right there. It is I, Krungle. I am from the jungle. Your move you have bungled. Agonizing Remorse 1 time. Oh, okay.
You only
This villain's
think
gonna
you
ditch
can.
this. Person else is careful with his creatures and enchantments because his mythic ninja can play them too. Yeah, I'm not worried about Zereth's-san. I'm really not. I'm quite not. I will actually play Shatterskull Smashing for 3 life. This guy here. I mean, Land Valki is also quite good. We may lose this first game, but I think this is actually okay. His opponent's deck actually trying to mill us. Opponent's deck uses a lot of cards that are enabled by having stuff in the graveyard. Because this, for instance, says as long as your opponent has 8 or more cards in the yard, rogues get a big boost. And I mean, I can just turn this off if I just keep casting these Kroxas. Show me what you got. Taking a peek here. I would expect us to lose this very first game. Ooh, I mean, that kind of sucks a little bit. Well, let's just keep exiling stuff. We've been a little unfortunate with some of our draws, but that's fine. You know, we're playing best of 3 for a reason. Have we lost a game with us with this deck yet? Have we hit the W's for this? This is also kind of a bit comical. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next game since we're getting a little thin. I don't care that much, honestly. This we get out. I think we get out a lot of the things that are basically not cheap or instant speed. We probably don't even need that one, you know. I think the Skyclave Shades come in. Ooh. I think the Heartless Act and the Duresses come in. Yeah. Oxes of Agonis come in. Yeah. Probably Bonecrusher, pal. This is the only one I'm thinking about. Bonecrusher is instant speed, however. I think I actually cut Tymaret Calls the Dead. My opponent is going to be filling up my graveyard like crazy, and this allows me to keep in all my Bonecrushers. I think this is a nice one, because this also eliminates their Luris. This feels like a kind of a funny one to remove. Bonecrusher Giant does not really hit that many cards, but again, it's instant speed. Kind of makes me cheap and fast, which sounds like who I am in real life. So Tymaret Calls the Dead is probably unnecessary. I think we found the line. Go power day 9s, dunna. Sure. Crippling Fear, I think we never, ever, 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 ever want to run, ever. And I believe this pretty vehemently. I think the reason that we never, ever, ever, ever want to run it is that it is a 4-cost, not instant speed spell. And that's it. That's the analysis. Alright, well, I mean, we just have annihilated our opponent horrifically badly. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, look at this shit. Oh my god. Krungle of the Jungle has just kept the worst opening hand. It's a 1-creature hand. Oh, fuck yeah, man. Let's play everything. Oh my god. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to pay 3 life to just get this guy in. Oh my god, this is incredible. Look at this. This is unreal. Welcome to the hand, you big butthead. Alright, dude, look at me. I'm building this board. This is unbelievable. Wish this one wasn't in the hand, but that's fine. I'm sort of treating this as a 6-land hander. Doesn't even have the mana to cast stuff. Oh shit, get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Oh my god, a wind robber, man. No one cares about you. No one cares about you. Oh my god. Let's do this. This is a little tricky, but we're under the assumption that our opponent will not be doing anything this turn. Will not be doing anything this turn. Oh yeah, Bubblegum guy says, sorry I'm late. I was doing some look dev work for my degree. You fucking baller, man. Big baller shock collar. Krungle of the Jungle has a whole bunch of non-instant speed stuff, man. We're actually gonna Krungle this. Oh shit, yeah. It's yours. It's yurt. All right, let's take a peek. After I deal some pain here, huh? Pain in Spain stays mainly in the plane. There it is. I've blocked it. I've done it. I get my rogue guy back. Yeah. Ah. Alright, let's take a peek in here. What do we have? What do we have in the hand? Into the story. Absolutely not. We get rid of that shit, huh? Bye. Wow. I'd love to see it. Bum-ba-da-da-da-dum. I'm gonna Thieves Guild Enforcer. It's gonna be unbelievable. It's gonna be the coolest you've ever seen. I mean, here's the thing. Krungle the Jungle has to, 100%, must cling to dust that on their turn. Must do it. But watch. Here it comes. Dude, I literally am running a Rakdos Escape deck. This is pure delight. A thrill. A thrill in a million. Bam, deals 3 damage. Whoosh whoosh. Bam, does some damage. Now we essentially win this turn. Essentially. Like, technically, Krungle the Jungle can main phase Cling to Dust, gain some life, exile one of our Kroxas. Technically. But I think there's... Alright. It looks like we just get to do this. Just so you know, you cannot exile in response, because it's now left the graveyard, it's on the stack. It's no longer in the graveyard. If Krungle tries to do stuff to us... Alright, this is fine. Krungle tries to do stuff to us, they can only hit the bin. They can only hit the bin. So Krungle the Jungle can, in theory, try to pick off one of our Kroxa, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Or Titan of Death's Hunger. That's fine. We'll gain a wee bit of life. spells at all. How many cards left in the yard? I think 7, 8, something like this. Hello. I was way wrong. It's a little bit less than that. That's fine. This is exactly the kind of list that we hope to have. Tony Jason has been wanting me to cast this Ox of Agonis all day long. All day, huh? Oh no, a Bloodchief's first. Well, I see no option other than killing this person. And just says it's Ox time. Oh yeah. Crushing it. This is so funny. Tony Jason tried to highlight their message to say it's Ox time, but accidentally just hit enter after it was typed. He just highlighted a message and he just went it. Oh, that's fucking sensational. Let me actually briefly come over here. Oh my god, it's Sean. He's so big. He's such a big boy. Alright, I had to move over my Discord window. Okay, so we have a Blightstep Pathway. We have... Oh, I mean, this is the hand. God, I'm the man with the hand in this turn. This is it. Yes. Everyone. It. No, I'm gonna highlight my message. It. There we go. Oh, I did it twice. How nice. What are you leaving these ruin crabs in the list for? This is insane. Show me what you got. Oh, okay. Alright, we got rid of an Agonizing Awakening. Okay, cool. Got it done. Vish, vish, vish. You know. Hello, my name is Valki. Yeah, I mean, I think Kroxa the Jungle is just superlatively screwed, huh? Oh, yeah. Does that put things in the bin? Is that what that one does? Bing. Shit video game. I just do this and then figure out what's up. I'm gonna hold. Alright. Like, technically Valki can be, like, taken control of at some point in the near future, but... yeah, I thought this was more likely. Is there any more Boros merriment nonsense on the radar? Love that. We'll do some dumbass shit in a little bit, Zeph, but I think right now I'm just enjoying building what I think is a reasonable and competitive deck. To try to just, you know, take a dump on Kroxa of the Jungle. I think that that's going to be a lot of bit of fun. Oh, shit. Skyclave Shades. Zounds. Skyclaves. Alright, well. Let's take a peek at what's over here, shall we? Let's just keep deleting stuff from the deck. We also have... We have a substantial number of... Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, yes. Oh, my God. Bang and a bong. What a good song. Oh, a Thoring Thought Thief. Doop, doop. Alright, so we'll delete this. We will, trivially, pop this top one, then we have a blocker here. And then we can Skyclave with a Heartless Act next turn. We can do anything. We got the game on lockdown. I mean, like, this deck is just designed to shit all over this Rogues deck. I mean, it's not necessarily the initial purpose of it, but it absolutely does do this. I'd also like to note this is one of the reasons why 2 Duresses is about a good amount. Because it's nice to have in the opening hand, it's nice to have in some circumstances, but it's not nice to top deck, so we want to be pretty careful. Perfect. Because it's a little bit less effective. We would presume that Krungle of the Jungle has... Oh, I was going to say we were going to assume that Krungle of the Jungle has nothing. This is actually okay. This has Death Touch, does it? Does it not? $28. So yeah, I think we're just like literally way too close to just winning. We'll just duress it away. Or not duress it away, Kroxa it away. This can block this. We don't really care the most. Alright. I think we're getting well-maged. Yep. This has to happen because this means that this can't be left in the hand. Let's exile this, and this, and this. This and this. I mean, it's just too much to handle. I mean, it's just too much to handle. We're doing it. Tony Jason highlights that. Alright. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. we're just holding a duress. It's fine. I can literally cast it every single turn. Bam, 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 bam. I know we get the Skyclave Shade. I'm hoping we have enough black to be able to duress and shit. Nice. What's in here, Krungle? That is some good shit indeed. Alright. Feels nice. Feels terrific. Here we come! Oh, oh god, no! Yeah, see, right now, Krungle the Jungle's entire game plan is mill me out. Like, that's it. Like, we do run the risk of getting milled, like, a lot per turn. But we can just Heartless Act and swing in. And, I mean, this is, like, infinite damage. Yeah, I mean... have to block with this. Lava Dragon says, was there any instant speed, choose card, hand hate effects in Magic ever? Or is that where for some reason they draw the line? That's a great question. Has there ever been instant speed, hand hate? Has there ever been that? Hey, J. Embers, thanks for 5 gift and subaronis. Woohoo! We have ranked up. Skyclave Shade was a A+1. Oh yeah, K Command is really good. K Command, K Command, K Command, K Command. Kolagan's Command. Esper Charm, Funeral Charm. Yol Larson. Oh my god. Is that Yol Larson? The champion Artifact 1.0 player? Oh my god. The way that you managed all of those lanes and bought those items, Yol. You love to see it. Oh, Figbird giving the sub to Yol Larson. Man, it's good to see you, Yol. The hand sucks. Let's hang on to it. What do we want to put on the bottom? Probably not that many Egons, you know. That's Ho Chi Minh. We're against an entire city. Wait, you watched that? Oh, of course, of course. I was interested in Artifact. I'm smashing this dumb card. And then it's time to Egon. Egon of Death. Poor Artifact. Yeah, it's kind of fucking... kind of sucks. Kind of stinker winkers. Alright, we're against some sort of... I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna crack this, probably for red, because I have one more black source in the deck. Yeah, Dark Paladin's this poor Artifact. I just thought it was kind of fun. Yeah, no, that's the thing, is that, like... You fuck. You're gonna Palaka predate me? Oh! Oh my god, my Tymaret! Whatever. Yeah, like Artifact to me felt a little bit like... Let me compare it to a board game like Settlers of Catan or Dominion. Where you play it and you think to yourself, oh man, that was fun. I enjoyed that. And... I'm going to play this in the off chance that I can go Kroxa into the graveyard. And then a land on top. I will, again, do red because we have a few more black lands in the deck. But, like, you know, it's kind of like Settlers of Catan. I play Settlers of Catan a few times a year. Once. You know, I sit down and I will play precisely Settlers of Catan that day. But, like, I would not enjoy playing nothing but Settlers for a shitload of time. No! You fuck! Bye. Bring it on. Like Artifact, I enjoyed playing the times that I played it, but it, like, to play it for 100 hours straight, I was not enjoying it enough to keep playing it. But I didn't hate it. It's not like this game fucking sucks, man. Oh, God. Valves are a bunch of fools. Oh, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, this is terrible. I mean, I actually was like, oh, this is good, but it's not as good as the other games that I could opt to play. You know what I'm saying? So. I swear to God I have black mana in this deck. I swear to God. I built a Rakdos deck, and I know what I needed, and it was land. Discard my Mire Triton. But shit, I fucking love the idea of kind of like a battlefield growing before me. This just feels so bad. You've got to be kidding me. How am I so lucky? How? How is this possible? I don't care at all. Care at all, I don't. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna get lucky this time. I'm getting there. I'm absolutely getting lucky this time. Here comes the black land. Here it comes right off the top. Okay, this is it. Here it comes, a black land, a black source. This is it. I'm actually just like we're winning. I don't know. But I really want to get, like, my land. You know what I mean? doing it. I just, like, at this point, it's not even about winning. It's about, like, the capability I have of getting to see. Wow. Good to see you. Good to have you, my friend. What a treat. Hi. Ho Chi Minh could just annihilate us this turn, and that's so well, shit. This is terrible news for us, right? This is truly the worst of times. Truly the worst of times. Rankle, Master of Ankles. Okay, well let's take a peek here. Let's. All right, well let's start with this, and then we can start Tergrid. Like, yes, Ho Chi Minh is going to get card advantage with this. No question about it. Absolutely going to get a little bit of card advantage by this. But we create card disadvantage. Discard a card. How about Kroxa? Tibalt Henge is strong. Very well. It resolves. I don't wish to die, but that does seem like exactly what is in my future. It does seem that way, does it not? Youchies. Owie. My god, it's a black source. A whole new source. A magic black mana source where dreams come true. Goodbye, and yeah, I guess I'll get rid of that. This is it. We are doing it. We are achieving all sorts of good stuff. Just the goodest of stuff. Yeah. Be gone, Rankle. Master of Ankles. I don't know what this Foretold card is. You know, I just like to state for the record. I'd like to say for the record that we could have done this many turns sooner had I just hit the black source. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying is I'm just saying, you know? That's it. That's all I'm doing is I'm just saying. Let's get rid of this. There's gonna be some real pain here, man. It's pain in Spain. Love Strug Beast is just a pickle. I think I have to concede. Do I want to concede? I do not. Really do not want to concede at all. This feels bad. It feels bad to be a conceded player. Is there any way to win at all? Kill this. There's probably a way to win. I'm gonna concede it. I'm just gonna leave. Stepping away, I know when I'm beat. So what do I want here? Well, I'm pretty sure I want these Heartless Acts. I have some reasonable certainty I want the Crippling Fear. So I think probably this. I think against that kind of deck, I think I do want to get rid of the Rankles. What would you cut? I don't really know. I don't think I really want Elspeth's Nightmare in there. There's a lot of X3s, 3/3s. Stuff like that. The Bonecrusher seems like a little bit of a weaky squeaky guy. No, it can bop the Acquisitions Experts, and that seems pretty good. I mean, Tergrid is amazing. Just hang on to Tergrid. You know, I think it's actually probably the Agonizing Remorse. I think this is right. I think Agonizing Remorse is easy to overvalue against aggro decks. So, this is one of these really cool no-land hands. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that one away. Okay, seems good. What do we want? I think I actually get rid of this one, huh? Maybe this one. That actually seems probably a little bit more intelligent, huh? I think it seems more intelligent. And I think that it's not our favorite play, but I think we should play a little Valki. Valki. Double Edgewall Innkeeper. Bloodchief's Thirst. Okay, I'll do this. Get out this one. What can you do? They got me. They boomed me. Pelaka Predation is actually pretty good against our little hando. Second Trousers, how am I doing? Doing pretty good. Pretty good. I actually think that this deck has quite a lot of legs. Oh, yes. Play the Pelaka Caverns. Fuck yeah. Probably a red source, because then this means any land we draw allows us to cast all of our stuff, and whoa! Agonizing Remorse, huh? I think I'm actually just going to cast this right now and try to get out some very, very threats so scary. Let me get rid of this one. Because now if I draw a land, like we're expecting Agadeems to get shocked in or something to get shocked in, and then to just hit him with a Crippling Fear. Well, okay, that'll do fine. Okay, so I think that what I do is I just declare Goat. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. That's the funniest thing. Goat! I also realize there's quite a lot of graveyard interaction stuff here. By the order of the Peaky Blinders. Crab? Oh, we should have named Crab. You're so correct. Into the bin. And out again. I actually would like to play my Temple of Malice Foist, please. No. Into the bin, Kroxa. Oh, whoa! Oh my god, my deck's responding way too well. The training on these decks is A+. You did it! Fucking absolutely owned me, man. No doubt about it, that was the play. That was the play of the day. Alright. Oh, this top decking. It's top decking bested. Yeah, this is pickly. This is definitely a pickly spot. Pickly spots for Sean Plotz. Another Crippling Fear here. No. Fear here. Fear here. Let's go ahead and get Tergrid. We want our enchantments to more often exile enchantments, because then we can use the Throne of Death to exile the creatures to draw the stuff. Black. Click, 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 click. Never mind. Swan says, what would you consider as replacement for Tymaret Calls the Dead? This card is so essential to the deck that I would not run it if I did not have it. I would just literally not even run it. Now, do I want to zap this thing right now? I think so. I think even though there's a lot of draws that could be very threatening to us, Edgewall Innkeeper's draw on cast, so I think I need to just keep the pressure up. just get rid of everything in the hand. I will keep the untapped one, please. And now I can Throne of Death at the end of the turn. I mean, I think this deck is just insanely fun. I love winning with Kroxa activations. This is probably still my favorite card in Standard. You got it. Alright, that's one win. That's one win. Do I want Agonizing Remorse out or an Elspeth's Nightmare out? I think this is how I'm going to adjust the list. Dante B says, what up, Day 9? I love Kroxa 2. How's the deck been doing? Really good. I think we've not lost a series at all in 2 hours. I mean, maybe we've lost a series. We played some best of ones, and I feel like we lost a best of one. But, I mean, we have hardly lost at all. Okay. This seems like a pretty effective opening. It's gonna be this. Oh, shit. Okay, so we have the potential nuts, which is Mire Triton, Tymaret, Kroxa. No, we don't. Okay, Egon to the bin. Mire Triton, Tymaret, Kroxa is really the just bomb play. It is so good. Egon is now gone. Signed, Sean. Wow, this is a terrible opening hand from Villain. I feel bad. This is like Swamp, Kalaka Caverns. I mean, yeah. Alright, well, we will exile. Generally, more often, we want to exile this. This dude in his soul shatters. It's pretty good. And 1, 2, Kroxa. Ah, fuck. Crap. Alright, let's try this one more time, shall we? Let's take a peek at the top. Nope. We want to place a Kroxa into the bin, please. 1, 2, 3. Bonecrusher. This is also a list that I have a lot of experience about. A lot of experience with playing. Shatterskull Smashing is a real good card. Each player discards and draws, I betcha. Nothing? Alright, let's mill 3 cards. Oop, I did that in the wrong order, huh? No, 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 no! Guess I'll do this in this order then. I mean, I should probably wait, but like, I mean, we're in an insanely dominating position. Shatterskull Smashing is really nice here. Edgewall Innkeeper can totally draw. Sure, totally fine. Bring it on. Ow. Alright, off the top. Bloodchief's Thirst. You love to see it. This is actually so funny. Like, gone through half the deck and there's like no Kroxas yet. Like, literally half the deck. Oh, we're doing some snow shit. Snow shit! Snow Wonder. The Order of the Peaky Midnight Blinders. Alright, so I can Shatterskull both of these, which is quite nice. Alright, I wonder what the probability of not drawing a Kroxa in half the deck is. Let's see. What would that be? That would be 56. Factorial. Okay, so this is 4? Ah, you butthead. Name Giant. Name Giant. Name Giant. This is good to pick off. This will do like -20, -20. Roughly 8%. I think 8% is too high. Could be 8%, but it sounds too high. Let's see. So it would be 56 over 60 is the first draw. 55 over 59 all the way down to 24 over 30. So it'd be 56 factorial divided by 26 factorial.
The smell of death.
Times, then the denominator would be 60 factorial, the numerator, that would be 30 factorial. Hey, let me type that in. Let me type this in. So that should be 56 factorial divided by 60 factorial. No, not divided by 26 factorial. No, because then the 26 would cancel out on the numerator and the denominator. Oh my god, we've done it! We've hit it! It's a Tergrid! Ermagerd, it's a Tergrid! Bam, bam! Yeah, get out of here! Yeah, fuck you! I know, when it hurts me, ah! And then I'll play it again, oh! Everyone's getting their chance to deal 3 damage, huh? So 56, and then we eventually want to have the 26 in the numerator, so we need a 25 factorial in the denominator. Don't attack with anything. Let's see here, and then the 56, and then this would be multiplied by, and then we put 60 factorial on the top. No. Because we have 60. 60 is going to be on the bottom. Hey, give me one quick sec to just end this game. Block. Got him. Don't forget your scry. I'm going to ignore the scry. So let's do some math real fast. So the numerator we want to be 56 times 55 times 54 all the way down to 26. So if we put a 56 factorial in the numerator and a 25 factorial in the denominator, that's a way to get everything from 25 down to cancel out, and that's just fine. And then in the denominator, we want all the 60s going down to 30. So we want 29 in the numerator and a 60 factorial. Divided by 60 factorial. And that comes out to 5%. 5% chance. There is a 5% chance to not see a Kroxa in the top half of the deck when we have 4 of them. There we go. Yeah, the number that I am getting is... Pete 1, you don't want 30 factorial. You want 29 factorial. You want 29 factorial. I think. And you also don't want 26 factorial, you want 25 factorial. Because the last term is 26 divided by 30, so we don't want to cancel out those terms. So yeah, it's 4.87%. Right? By the way, for any who are curious what I'm doing, it's actually not that complicated, okay? Let's say we have a deck of 10 cards, and there's 2 that we want. What's the probability of the first one being the card we want? It's 2 out of 10. Ta-da! Right? 2 out of 10. Because there's 2 that we want, and there's 10 that we have. But we wind up with a pickle. We wind up with a pickle, which is, well, what if I didn't draw it? Then what's the probability of drawing it in the next draw? Oh my gosh. Well, I want to note something, right away. We could compute the chance of drawing the thing we want, or we could compute the chance of drawing what we don't want. And then things start to become way easier. There's an 8 out of 10 chance of whiffing one of these 2 key things that we want, and then we can multiply that. If we've drawn the first one and we've missed, what's the chance of missing? Again, it's 7 out of 9, right? So a lot of times when we're doing math of what's the chance of drawing a thing, it's way easier to compute the chance of not drawing the thing. 8 out of the 10 cards are not what we want, and if we've drawn that, there's 9 more cards in the deck, so there's now a 7 out of 9 chance of not getting what we want. so I was trying to compute the chance of not getting a Kroxa in the deck, in the top 30. So how many Kroxas are there? There's 4 out of 60, which we lead to 56 bad cards out of 60 cards, which means that if we were to write this out, it would be 56 on the top divided by 60 on the bottom. This is the chance of whiffing on the first card. If we've whiffed on the first card, well, now there's 55 whiffs in the deck out of 59 remaining cards, because remember, we've already removed one from there. La, 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 all the way down. Now, what's the last term going to be? Well, the last term's going to be if I have... Oh, no, I guess I did my math correctly, but I made the statement wrong. It doesn't matter. But, like, the last one is going to be 27 out of 31. So, the last one is... This is if I have drawn... This is the first draw, the second draw, dot, 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 dot. This is the 30th draw right here, right? Because on the 30th draw, there's 31 cards left in the deck, right? And I draw it. Now, this would take... This thing, I could type this into Google, but this would take forever. So, an easy thing to do is... I think many of you may or may not know about the factorial. 5 factorial. This is 5 times... Let me not draw the dot. Let me just do this. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. It's multiplying all the way down to 1, right? So what we can do is we can actually rearrange all the terms. So all the numerator terms right here. This kind of looks like 56 factorial. But what do I want to cancel out? I want to cancel out everything from 26 down. So this thing in red is the same as this thing in red. Okay? So we now have the numerator, so we now need to do the denominator. We're noticing that in blue, 60 down to 31. So what we want is we want a 60 in the denominator, and we want to cancel out everything that's 30 and down. Ta-da! So this is the same thing as this. And this is the same thing as this. All right, this is just rearrangement of terms. Ta-da! And so if we type, and that's way easier to type in. And I accidentally did 31 draws instead of 30, which means the individual I corrected before was actually 100% correct. Yeah, so it's now 5.5%. I just I did 31 draws instead of 30 because I'm a wee bit dumb. Yeah. All right. Marie says, "Wow, I never knew Sean was so good at paint." I'm fucking sick at MS Paint, Marie. Detonating shit, man. Absolutely nuking these nerds that don't know. I wanna briefly see some. This is. Do we have that many enchantments in this? No, we really don't, do we? Farts. Well, what the hell am I going to do now? What am I gonna do now? What's our next dex? What's our nexty dexties? I know we agreed to do something. Ah, yes, hyper ramp. Hyper ramp. Before we go into the hyper ramp list, okay, I just want to say some more things about this, which is that I'm really interested in this discard list. I think it's very, very good. If you're against a control deck, you just have great escape cards in the form of Kroxa and Skyclave Shades that just keep recurring. It's very, very difficult for a control deck to overwhelm that, especially with the discards that you get from Agonizing Remorse, Duress, and Liliana. I mean, I think this is an excellent, excellent, excellent list. I think if anyone was interested in climbing with it, it would be, it'd be good. It'd be good, it'd be good. Techno-Trouts, does that lesson actually seem to give you a boost of energy? Well, when it comes to something that I know well, it's very easy to know exactly what the next 5 minutes of my life are going to be like, you know. I was thinking about this a little while earlier, that, you know, you watch someone on the news who can explain something extraordinarily eloquently for a long period of time, and the interviewer's asking them a bunch of hard questions, and they seem to have really nice, composed answers, and I was going, man, fuck, I wish I could do that, because I don't really feel like I'm capable of doing that. And then I started to think, like, well, what would be the ways in which I could do that? And the answer is, if I have a lot of topical knowledge. Like, if you ask me anything about StarCraft, I can talk for like 30 minutes in an organized, eloquent way because I have such a dense network of understanding about that. Anemone says, do you think Garruk is better than Kiora Best the Sea God? In the Tybalt's Trickery deck, I think Kiora Best the Sea God is the third best card. Number 1 being Genesis Ultimatum, number 2 being Coma, and number 3 being Kiora Best the Sea God. Trickery one time before we get into the next game? Yeah, sure. This ain't getting uploaded. Alright, Peligroso. Spin our wheel, baby. Got it. Easy. Easiest money of my life. Flip Top 23 says, every time I ask you a question about math, you talk for a good 5-10 minutes without pause. Yeah, no, see, my math degree was focused in combinatorics. It's the only thing about, like, you know, probability I'm, like, very, very comfortable with. I don't stress the difference between comfortable versus knowledgeable, because there's obviously big gaps in my knowledge, but... Medicovas, what's the math with having 4 of each 0 cost versus having 3 of each? So like, the way to think of it is going from 8 to 6 is having 75% as many of these. So you have dropped the number of cases where you draw it down by about 75% of where you were. But you have reduced your dilution by a few percents. And it's for this reason that I think it's incorrect. We could lose this. Because if Perigoso has a discard. Shitty cards that recognize 8 zeros is statistically better for this deck, but whiffing early feels so bad I'd rather run the worst version with 4, at least in the short term. Don't do that. Run 8. It's literally wrong. It's just wrong, period. Running 4 instead of 8. I mean, you could probably come up with a set of numbers that would make 4 work, but you'd be really hard pressed. You'd have to have like 3 big cards, and if you have 3 cards you're trying to hit, then yeah, having 4 Tormod's Crypts is better than having 8 Zeroers is worse than having 4 Zeroers, because you have most of your deck is land. Sunam says, did we decide 12 would be correct if there was another 0 drop in Standard? Oh yeah, Nodam and I had a nice little discussion about that. I would say we did not conclude that. We did not conclude that. We did not conclude that. I mean, what we did conclude is that the statistical... We take those. The statistical likelihood of bopping off with your combo with 12 zero-costers compared to 8 zero-costers is close. It's quite close. They're right around 65%. Heridoshi says, how often do you think hitting the combo and going off leads to winning? I don't know. Alright. We take those. I don't know what's happening to the servers, but this is awesome. And then afterwards, we're going to make a jank super ramp. You know, we managed to rank up. Our Tybalt's Trickery deck is a meme deck, but we also put in 2 extra hits, so we now have 28. But the funny thing to me about this Tybalt's Trickery deck is the amount of math that people have produced that is just literally strictly wrong. People are getting really excited about the idea of hypergeometric distributions, when hypergeometric distributions is basically... You know that shit I just drew in MS Paint? That's a hypergeometric series. Isn't it cool how fancy and sophisticated the names are when it's just, yeah, you multiply a bunch of shit together. Great, turn 2. Looks good. Perfect. It is a good day to scry. Dude, we're getting discoed. Oh my god, Mario Spinel is gonna just shit on us, man. Please play a creature. Alright, phew! Phew! Now, if there's a drown in the lock, we die instantly. I'm telling you, black and blue is the... Oh my god! Fuck yeah, we've done it! Shock it in. So, this is an optimized version of my last list that runs a few more scries and a few more, few more 8-costers. Nerd Infatuation says, have you seen the proof for the sum of all positive integers equals -1/12? Yeah. Sure do. Sure know it. We own with this deck, man. We'll play it. We'll play it like maybe 2 more times. Blew my 11th grader minds, haha. Yeah, can you explain what just happened? If I cast this spell, I counter the spell that I'm targeting. The next 2 sentences that say choose 1, 2, or 3 at random that controller mills that many cards, just ignore that part. Ignore the milling part. But effectively what this deck says is counter a spell, then the controller of the spell digs through their deck and casts whatever the next thing is. And there you go. Yeah, it's quite good. We're not going to play this for too long. Again, the number is... What? Is it my turn again? Did we blip? Have we lost frames? Our frames... No dropped frames. Okay, this is magic. Yeah, so again, the math is that there is a 65% chance that a 0-coster is in the top 6. So we can see cards by drawing. We can also see cards by scrying. So we have drawn 1, scryed another. So this is 2 cards that we've seen, and there it is. Yeah, I'd love an Egon. And then I can shock and turn Timber Symbiosis and get an Essica down. Original Auto Skip says, do you think Tibaltz will be banned? I think it'll be banned in Best of 1, yeah. Hello? This fucking client. Unmute. Oh my god, this fucking interface is so shit sometimes.
Consider this a warning.
Oh my god, this is the shittiest fucking interface sometimes. It's like so stupid. Whatever, I'm sure they're doing a whole bunch of stuff in terms of mobile and all this stuff, but you know. The battle for Bretagard! It's okay. Bam. Well, plus we were also just getting some connection errors. There's probably some stuff going on. Disable in-game chat? I'm pretty sure. It's fine. I don't know why I'm being grumpy. I mean, we're going to get to do this, and this, and this, and this. And this, and this. Probably Essica. This guy. Oh, that's 8. Alright, so let's do this. Pretty sure we're winning. Yeah. I'll take another Dreamspell. That seems pretty hilarious, huh? Well, I don't have a World Tree. Let's put that one at the bottom. Ah! Yeah, like the sort of mathematical concept of like sum of all positive integers equals -1/12. Like that's it is neither. Wow, if I rack up enough debt, then that means that they owe me $1/12. You know, it's like it's not necessarily as blunt and simple as the sort of finite equality that we think about. It involves infinities, and whenever you get to infinity, stuff just gets fucking weird. Stuff gets very, very weird. Perfect. Oh my god. It's fine. Cure Best of Sea God is incredible for this reason. It just taps down aggressive decks, you can just get there. Well, let me just restart the client.